I want to do a video on Chief Pocatello here. So Chief Pocatello, I am a descendant of this man. He was known to the whites as an enemy, basically, and a lot of the Shoshone and Shoshone history, a lot of the Shoshone were pacifist, and they would get in with the agency Indian, they call them agency Indians, and they were pretty docile. But it was the Bannock who would oftentimes were more warlike and fought against the whites. But this Shoshone man here, Chief Pocatello, who would be my Gehitsi in Shoshone language, was one of the few Shoshones who made war on the whites, and when they would attack his people and take his land and stuff, he fought back, and he was his fighting went all the way up to take notice with the President of the United States, and there's numerous historical newspaper articles about him, and they call him bad names. They're like he was like the outlaw leader of the most what did they say, thieving band of Indians there were, and just talked real bad about him. But if you look at some of the few times where he's actually spoke, he would talk about things that he couldn't control some of his men, because the whites would indiscriminately kill their families or rape their women, and they would take revenge out. But they were in his band, and so I think he tried to control them best he could. But you know how it is when somebody does harm on your family, or does some evil things to you. You know, it's like when you're a man, you're going to, you might take revenge, take it into your own hands. And that was the way it was back then. And the story is he's born out here in the City of Rocks. That's where this was like, I think, his summer homeland for his people. And then they would winter over there in Pocatello. The town is named after him. But this name, Don Ioza, that's kind of a name we forgot. It's supposed to mean the buffalo robe, but that dialect of Shoshone, we haven't been able to find any living speakers that still know that dialect. We've heard like the way I've learned buffalo robe is Bojuna or Guchu or Nua Guchu buffalo robe. So this might be not sure what that comes from. Chief Pocatello, he was Shoshone. And I got a question from the ranger yesterday, because I met with the ranger out here, and the ranger said, asked me, do you pronounce Shoshone as Shoshone or Shoshone? What's the correct way? And I said, neither of those are really right. And from what I know is the name Shoshone, it's not really known where it came from. But what my thoughts are on it is, when the whites first encountered some of the Shoshone, they had these they were living in these grass houses, and grass is called sonip, and house is called gani. And I think the word Shoshone comes from that. If you put grass house together in Shoshone, it's Soni Gani. You can kind of hear it, Soni Gani, Shoshone, Soni Gani. And see, the Taivos, or the whites, they would I guess the correct pronunciation is they'd angelicize these Indian words, and that would be an angelicized Indian word of Shoshone is Soni Gani. It's like Bannock too. Bannock is Banakwa, and you could hear it, Banakwa, Bannock. See, it's like a corrupt form of what we would use in our language. So anyway, I wanted to just pass that information on, and a little bit about my family history. Chief Pocatello.